What's poppin', everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Anime podcast. Now, I know we said we were going to upload these every Friday. It's actually a Saturday, so the little things happen here and there that kind of deterred us from our regular schedule. But we're finally back. Hopefully, it's not too much of a problem. Next week, we're probably going to go back to Friday anyway. But hopefully, it's not too much of a problem. We actually have a lot to talk about since we last talked to y'all. It actually has been like, what, a week and a half since we last talked to everybody?
Yeah, it's been a little minute, but I'm glad though because we got a lot stacked up. So I'm excited. You excited? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling. There's been some crazy things in terms of news, regardless, anime wise. Just a lot of movie announcements, a lot of shows being announced. Just a lot, and I feel like we're actually gonna have a stacked podcast today. I know the first podcast was just a little bit more of a introductory, little, you know what I mean. But I feel like this one we're actually gonna be able to get in depth on some things. But as far as how I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
You know, not the craziest of days, as it has been very cold and rainy these last few days. So it's been a little, but other than that, I've been pretty good. What about you?
I'm good. It's about to be winter time, so that's why it is tweaking. But I'm excited that it's about to be winter time because that's when all the stuff coming out, the awards, and the end of the year, the new year. I'm excited. I'm excited for all the shows that's about to come out. So, I can't wait to talk about it with you.
Definitely gonna have a lot. Like you said, the anime awards coming up. Definitely can't wait to get into that.
Yes.
Just all the winter shows that's gonna be coming out. I don't know if the winter shows actually started already. There are a lot of shows that are popular right now, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of people are talking about a lot of shows right now. Jujutsu probably being the most popular, but I'm really interested to see what is going to be, dropping moving forward. Like I said, there's a lot of movies that have been announced and everything, so I'm really interested to see how those play out and everything.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily if there are any that already came out, but I know in January it's going to be kind of stacked. I think it might be coming out this month or next month. Like, I'm excited for Solo Level 1, but we go get into that later,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
But, yeah. So, hey, this is going to be a long podcast. Sit back, grab you a snack, get you some water in you, something to drink. This is going to be a long one.
Bring us some snacks, too, even though, we need some. Let me calm down. I was gonna say
you about to turn up on it, like you about to turn up.
Nah. That sound entitled. My bad, y'all.
But yeah. Starting off with some things that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk about the little Toji video that we were talking about last podcast.
A lot of right into it.
Hey, we about to get straight into a lot of controversy. Not controversy in a bad way, but a lot of dialogue that went into. We started the dialogue. With the TikTok and video that we posted.
Credits to the owner of the actual picture. That's not our picture, but we just talked about it. A lot of y'all was real upset. My fellow Naruto fans, y'all was real hot in the comments. Y'all was getting real hostile, even saying, "Oh, you guys just saying that because y'all like Jujutsu. That's y'all favorite anime." Y'all don't know us yet. So.
Jujutsu is not our favorite. We gonna put that out there. We actually just started getting into Jujutsu.
Exactly. So let's calm that down.
Yeah.
But I like seeing people's opinions on things. To answer, first of all, we should probably say, did our opinions change looking at the other people's opinions?
No. Not at all. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like some of y'all were talking, and then
some of y'all was spinning.
There were a lot of valid points, but I feel like a lot of those points were just people scaling their anime to fit the like. And you talked about that last podcast. You were just talking about
first podcast
power scaling and how people power scale within anime.
Like literally, I understand that. It is hard to scale, and if it's something as big as Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or whatever it is, y'all go be quick to say, "Oh well, nobody beating them because they're the strongest from what I know." But y'all gotta step outside y'all bias, I love Naruto, but let's be realistic. If he was going against those kids minus Naruto to get. Ooh, I'm about to heat the fuck up. You gotta censor that out. I saw somebody. I'm about to heat up because I saw somebody say that Kaiba or Kiba, whatever his name is, was solo Toji. I just had to laugh. Like, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta step outside your bias. It's okay. Not everybody go win from your favorite anime, and that's okay.
The thing is, like, and then people were adding Rock Lee into the mix. Like Lee wasn't even a part of the picture. Like we understand Lee is fast and all,
and we understand like in the anime he did. I think he stepped in eventually. I don't know because I don't remember. I watched that so long ago. But on the picture, y'all, they was mentioning people that's not even on the picture. Somebody said Mike God, and I was like, God not even.
They were like Guy versus Toji, Yamato versus Toji. And which those would probably be some clean fights.
They did say that.
Yeah, that would probably be. Yeah. And then in those cases, I think that Toji loses those. If I'm being completely honest.
He can beat the I'm sorry.
They try to keep it PG, somewhat PG out here. But as you can see, we got a little slip ups here and there when we get really heated. But
let me calm down. See, that's what happens when I get heated up because I do love Naruto. Like in some cases, yes, Toji is getting washed, but to the kids, y'all, minus Naruto and his nine-tailed fox, to the kids, Kaiba. Like, come on now. I'm just
somebody was saying Shinji and his bugs. We could beat him, solo him.
Shino.
Oh, I said Shinji. I feel like, see, that's how crazy that was for me. That's how crazy that compliment is. It just made me completely forget it. It made me completely forget his character. My bad.
Shino.
To all the Shino lovers out there. Hot. My bad for all the Shino lovers.
You just say Shinji. But yeah, like I did see that comment. They said Shino with solo with his bugs alone. I just had to look.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, the Kaiba one got me. That's why I was so turned
Kaiba's
up.
Crazy.
Kaiba.
That's bad. But well, again, a lot of y'all were making valid points, but
I saw some.
I'm still Toji. Come on now. Yeah. And then a lot of people were talking like, when he did fight Gojo, he snuck up on Gojo and all that. He weakened Gojo. That just shows how smart he is. He outsmarted Gojo. If he knew that he had a trump card like he does, why wouldn't he exploit that weakness? I would do the same thing.
And I also saw somebody say, well, he was training up against Gojo for months. Okay. Is
he not supposed to?
What that mean? It don't matter if he's training against the team or not, the Retrieval team or not. I don't think they will win. And somebody was telling me in the Instagram comments, actually, y'all should go follow our Instagram. They was saying that literally before Naruto could even use his Nine-Tailed Demon, he would just kill Naruto and then kill the rest. Like, that's all you have to do. But y'all was saying that everybody in Naruto just faster. So I don't know.
Yeah, the anime scaling is crazy. Because like when I think about anime scaling, it's like when you scale, like let's take Saitama for example. That means Saitama watching so many people in anime. If we're using the scaling, this dude Saitama one punch.
He one punch man. So
like, come on now.
At that point, he no competition or nobody else's competition.
Like, there's no if power scaling is that like prevalent, there's no point of putting Saitama into certain situations, Goku into certain situations because they strong as heck. Yeah, so you gotta you gotta kind of put that to the side for the sake of the argument.
Yeah. I could see we was talking about like, Goku versus Toji, and we were saying, Toji will win. Then I'd be like, okay, yeah, we tweaking. Yeah. Toji would not win that. But Naruto, I feel like is a better scale, especially since they're children. Like, we're not talking about grown up Naruto now. Naruto would watch now.
Like, I think War like Konoha. Is it 11 or 12? Konoha 11, right?
Yeah.
How are you more of a Naruto fan than me? You don't even know.
I think it's 11.
Okay, the Konoha 11.
I'm
the
bad
war.
At names. Yes.
I feel like them in the war. I feel like they would wash Toji, because Naruto was strong as heck. Everybody was smart. Everybody was like towards their
Kaiba peak. Still useless. Or Kiba still useless.
You do not
Whoever
like
said
that, man.
Whoever said that, I hope y'all was joking. I think they were. If he wasn't.
You do not like that man. What is Kaiba? What did Kaiba do to you?
I'm getting upset because he's not good. He literally fought Naruto, said I'm gonna be Hokage, and then got washed and no more story development.
Didn't he get farted on?
I think so. Don't quote me though. It's been so long since I watched the original.
Let me actually look at that.
Yeah, let's see.
I think he got farted on.
If he got farted on, please don't ever say nothing about Kaiba ever again in our comments, please.
If he got farted on, that's actually
don't say nothing in the comments after that. But I think that was I pray that was a joke because Kaiba stands no chance. Literally, his dog can beat him up, so that says a lot.
Yeah, Naruto farted in that man's face.
Yeah, it's up. So
not like him.
I don't like him at all. But I enjoyed seeing people's opinions though. Yeah. To the people that was respectful. Some people got disrespectful. They it's not that deep.
They calling us all kinds of stupid and idiots.
Yeah, mentally challenged. Whoa,
it's just anime. That's why we said that. That's why we said that. Hey, it's just anime.
It's just anime.
We could disagree. We can have a little, disagreement.
Why can't it be a little friendly back and forth? Why it gotta be all that? Like, it ain't that serious, y'all. Like, come on, disliking a video and stuff. Y'all ain't gotta. Well, I mean, you can if you want to. I don't know. Yeah, but be nice, and to the other people too. Y'all is being rude to each other. Be nice, man.
Hey, you're not gonna be nice now.
They not. We about to get trolled. Every comment.
Hey, we chilling. We're playing around. We are just like we're entitled to our opinions. Y'all are entitled to your opinions.
Yes.
We like we said, we like the dialogue. It's actually really interesting to see a lot of y'all takes, and maybe it does sway our opinions onto the conversation at hand.
Right.
But one thing I'm not gonna be swayed on, and this was. RDC, I don't know if y'all know who RDC is. I feel like a lot of anime people or people who watch anime know who RDC is. They were doing a back and forth big inspiration for this podcast, and they were talking about 9 Titans versus 1 Hashira.
Specialty Titans.
The 9 Specialty Titans versus 1 Hashira from Demon Slayer.
First of all, I'd just like to say we love RDC. We've been watching RDC for years. They are a big inspiration for us. So, shouts out to them for, being an inspiration to many and inspiring us to make this little segment right here that we're about to make. Or just talk about this discussion in general. Because I never even thought of some off-the-wall BS like this.
It's bad. It's bad.
You want to share your opinion first? We got the same opinion, by the way.
There's no way in the world, in the universes and galaxy above, that 1 Hashira from Demon Slayer is beating the 9 Titans. And it's crazy because their arguments for the Hashira beating the 9 Titans was speed. You know how crazy that sounds?
What does speed matter if they can't get to the point?
Okay, and then we were talking about this, right?
Yeah.
So they have speed. They're fast, whatever.
Yeah, which I didn't even know they was that fast for real. But apparently they one of the fastest characters in all anime. So them, what are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do when Armin becomes a nuke? What is they gonna outspeed a nuke? Do they know how big that blast is? We saw the blast when they were in Marley. When he was in the little port area, he exploded, and you saw how much he took out? We saw it in the final episode. Do you see how much he took out?
I guess they go kill him before he can blow up. I guess they that fast.
How are they going to scale up? I think I saw somewhere like it was like 43 feet or something. I don't know the exact measurements of the colossal Titan. But how are you going to scale up the Titan that fast?
And then are we talking about with the equipment or no equipment? Because Raw, they not getting
how are they going to scale? They can't even get close. They're going to get burnt out. We saw what happened to Hanji. We saw what happened to Armin. They got burnt up.
They got beat, washed, burned, scorched. They died. Armin had to get brought back to life.
And then people were saying the scouts can take the Titans out. That's what they're equipped to do. They have to. They're training to do that.
Still died, and then not even to the specialty Titans, the regular Titans. So the ones that in their right mind, Reiner, Ani boxers, Eren boxers, even the Jaw Titan boxing. What was that other one?
The Cart Titan.
The Cart Titan. She was boxing at the end of it.
And the thing is, all those people have combat experience. They're smart as heck. Like there's no way.
Like you think Armin, Reiner, Ani, all of them just gonna let you kill them in one? Like, you're faster.
And then even let's say they do get I keep going back to this point, right?
Yeah.
Even if they do get past all the 8 other Titans, they still got Aaron's Titan to worry about, the Attack Titan, right?
Yes.
They get past all the 8 other Titans. What are you doing about a nuke? That's like the biggest thing to me. I don't even care if they wash all other Titans.
Yeah.
What is going to be done about the nuke?
I don't know.
And from my experiences, Hashira are regular people.
Yes, and because we didn't finish the newest season.
Yeah.
Unless it's something we don't know about.
They just secret aliens or something.
They literally regular people from our knowledge. I got cut up for this last time because I said Toji was a regular person. They was like, no, he not. So unless it's something I really don't know about, please inform us. They are regular people. Yes, they trained. Yes, they trained to kill demons. But... you know, it's about to get real sensitive. Demon Slayer lovers, calm down. You know, we about to get real sensitive about a character, right? He tried his hardest, trained and all, fast and all, clean and all. And what happened to him? Quickly. Who on our wall? Y'all can't see him, but we'll post a picture of what it is. Who on our wall?
He still got put in the dirt.
Exactly. I was going to say, where he at?
The thing is like, I can't take the Demon Slayer Hashira seriously when they still have trouble with their own demons.
That's what I'm
saying. Can you imagine scaling those up 45 feet? What is gonna happen? And then,
wait a minute.
Some people could say, okay, they could take out their demons. So you're saying the demons from Demon Slayer are stronger than the 9 specialty Titans?
I guess so. That one demon is just stronger than all those Titans where they could literally just step on them. But I guess they fast enough. They're supposed to be able to be on the ground and just swoop all the way up to their neck and kill them in 2 seconds before they swing on them.
And then the thing is, like, from again, we're not caught all the way up. We'll probably finish it pretty soon.
Yeah.
But from what we've seen, every Hashira that has had an experience with a demon has either been died or been close to death. This dude Tengen lost his arm. He had to get help from Tanjiro.
Don't even get me started. Because he literally, if it wasn't for Tanjiro and them, he would have died. He was not winning that. Didn't he get poisoned?
He got poisoned.
Like, he literally was about to die. It was pure plot armor and Tanjiro and them to help them. If he was by himself, it would have been up. He would have been another one on a shirt next to his teammate. But we ain't gonna go there because I like him. Rengoku, that's one of our favorites. We gotta pop him. Where is it at?
It's somewhere.
It's all the way down there. We got one. It's clean though. I know I rock with him. He a cool guy.
I love me some Rengoku.
We
Rengoku
love him.
Clean as heck.
You know, I'm not getting on
though.
him. Yeah, like that's unfortunate that they hold him like that. But you know, his friend would have been with him on the shirt if Tanjiro didn't help him. And I don't know about this season. Maybe the other 2 stronger. I don't know. But other than that, it don't be looking too good. So I definitely don't think, unless the other ones that we haven't seen just strong as heck, I don't know if they beaten. Even if they are, what is they gonna do to Armin?
That's like the biggest like. And then you even saw Armin be like the last resort.
He always
in the Eren battle.
He the trump card.
Yeah,
they
like,
literally everything go wrong, boom. Like just,
even if that's such a crazy trump card to have a nuke in your back pocket is crazy.
And then he can just be back in one piece.
Like what I don't get. I didn't understand. Like, how does an argument like that even come up? Let's try to think of like a crazy argument like.
It had to be John. You know, shout out to RDC again, but I know John, he must have said, or somebody in the house said something, and John was like, well, actually, I think, and then it just went into that.
Let's think of like a anime battle that's on that level, like the demons, the Hashira versus the 9 Titans.
Yeah.
Let's do I don't even know something.
I don't know, because
let's do Saitama versus.
Now,
do you think Saitama beating the 9 Titans? I might be closer. It might be closer. It might be closer.
It'd be closer, but they could just step on him. But he's supposed to be fast.
He's fast as heck.
Let me not get it. Oh, but you're so stupid. He's fast. So speed demons. Let me think.
I think Saitama wins that. I'm not gonna lie. I think Saitama beats the 9 Titans. If Saitama is strong as heck.
He's strongest. He is strong.
Like I think Saitama is stronger than Hashira.
So what he gonna do against Armin? Tank it? So you think Saitama can tank a nuke?
Saitama is a.
I don't know. I gotta rewatch. Okay, I gotta rewatch One Punch Man.
You gotta rewatch One Punch Man.
It's been a long time.
But I like off the top from what I can remember. I think Saitama would beat the Nine Titans.
He did beat a lot of big monsters. I remember that, like giant monsters. So. Maybe he got a better chance than Demon Slayer people. They about to get on us for that because technically the Hashira could be one.
Hashira could be Saitama. No, let's stop. Let's stop right there.
All you gotta do is he.
Let's not
do that. R.I.P. Rengoku though. That's our spoiler alert. To the people that get hot about that. I like how you said spoiler alert after you already spoiled. You did that last time too. Well, at least I said it. Consideration.
But yeah. Let us know what you think of the Hashira versus the Nine Titans.
Yeah.
I don't think it's close.
That's a debate that can go on forever. Shout out RDC again, but man, I'm gonna have to. Whenever we meet them, I'm gonna have to bring that up to Mark. I'll be like, Mark,
what inspired y'all to come up with this?
Like, come on now, that was crazy, y'all.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
But moving on.
Yes.
I think another thing, we're talking about this versus that or this or that. I think this is the last thing. I think is the this or that kind of thing. For this podcast. We both saw it on Twitter. It's a lot of shameful acts going on in these conventions and these public areas, public areas regarding two of Mappa's finest anime. I think you know where I'm going with this. We got, and this is crazy. This is a crazy question to pose. I'm gonna see if we could put this up like somewhere. If we could put the tweet somewhere,
we got
to see so y'all could see the original tweet for it. But it said, "Chainsaw Man's son or Jujutsu Kaisen daughter." Now, that's a crazy question.
That's a nuts question.
There was this TikTok that was going around of this. I think she was a cosplayer.
Yeah.
She was going around and she was getting non-anime cosplayers to pick her up by her hair.
Yes.
She was on her knees near their crotch.
And they was reenacting the scene.
Yeah, they were reenacting that scene that he had with the blonde dude.
First of all, I support the picture, but yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let me let you finish. I'm sorry.
Okay. So yeah, there's that. But if y'all don't know, back when Chainsaw Man was at its highest, at its peak, well, I'm not even going to say that because I think Chainsaw Man's actually... We'll talk about Chainsaw Man a little bit more later on, but when Chainsaw Man was on the air, in conventions and stuff like that, people were, or I should say male con-goers and male, anime enjoyers were being put on leashes by Makima cosplays.
And they were on their knees like a dog.
Getting stepped on and everything.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's nuts. I saw somebody on their back.
On their back is crazy. That's actually nuts.
Their back is crazy.
On their back is nuts.
I'm not one to shame nobody for what they like, but that's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie, especially by a stranger. Like, when you don't know the people. But to answer your question, you asking me Chainsaw Man's
son or JJK daughter?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to go with no comment, because
no comment is crazy.
I had to think about my children, my future children. I wouldn't want them doing either one of that.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah,
like, this is
because my
really
son
happened.
On his knees. My daughter on her knees. Come on, man. I like I said, I ain't shaming nobody for nothing, but I just wouldn't be able to stomach it, man. That stuff crazy. That's crazy, man.
I would probably go no. If somebody came up to me, asked me that, like a public interview kind of thing,
yeah,
I would probably be like, no comment too.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose one, I would probably go JJK daughter. To see my son on a leash, barking like a dog is...
heel on neck, being walked on their back.
Again,
you know how dirty cons are?
I don't shame people for the things that they like.
I'm sorry.
Whoever, even if you're watching yourself, each their own.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that was you. That's a crazy... No, it's not even crazy. I would like you to explain why you would do something like that. And maybe we'll have a different viewpoint
outlook on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's immersion kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
you're immersed into the
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man lore.
Right. Maybe the story get that good that you
Yeah.
want to get on your back in a
And,
public place
Get stepped on.
in front of thousands of people. But yeah.
Moving along. No, I'm just kidding. But again, we're not trying to shame people. If
Yeah.
that's your thing, that's your thing.
Yeah,
You know what
if
I
you
mean?
like that, if it floats your boat, then as
I
long
would-
as it's consensual.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would probably laugh if I saw that at a convention. I would probably look at you like that's really happening right now.
Hey,
Like,
that's
that's-
judging, man.
I'm not judging them saying,
Why
"Oh,
you
they're a loser for
laughing?
doing that." I'm just laughing because like I don't think I would have ever expected to see something like that in person. Like that's a crazy thing to see in person.
We saw something like that in person though when we went to Archon, but I forgot what it was. They wasn't on no leash, but they was doing something. Not cringe.
I don't even remember. See, that's how you know. See, something like that will be memorable. So like, that's how you know the thing that you saw was memorable because we don't even remember it. If we saw somebody on a leash or somebody getting their hair pulled like from Nanami,
that was memorable.
that would be memorable.
I would have been like, dang, they was on their back. But yeah, just make sure y'all being consensual and just don't go judging people, man.
You know, everybody likes their own thing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It just
I don't
couldn't
even
be
know.
us.
I don't even know
Yeah.
where to go from that. That's
Yeah.
a crazy conversation point.
What we just ended is it couldn't be us, and that's okay.
But moving forward, another thing we wanted to talk about.
Yes.
There's this new anime called Frieren. I feel like that's what it's called, Frieren.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of people talk about that show. We haven't had it. Well, we watched one episode of it.
Yes.
We haven't had it a full chance to watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, it's very short so far,
yeah, it's
which is
relatively new.
crazy. Because we saw that it's the highest rated now. Because it used to be Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Well, I think the Full Metal fans downvoted it, and Full Metal's back #1.
That's so
That's
kinda
kinda lame.
y'all.
That's lame.
Come
That's
on,
lame.
y'all. They was bitter. They was like,
Yeah.
nah. But that's crazy that they don't even have like a full season yet, and it's already, at least from my knowledge, and it's already like up there for
Yeah.
people. And I've seen just regular people say that it's that good. So we watched the episode and it's nothing that was too crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like a good first episode to me, not to be biased, was like Attack on Titan. They had a good first episode that hooked you. It didn't hook me, but maybe we just gotta give it a chance, Just like JoJo ain't hooked me, but that's another discussion for.
I feel like more anime, especially like with social media and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like more new anime are more likely to have those kind of backings of being #1 anime because so many people are talking about it. Like with the Demon Slayer, I hadn't like the newer gen anime are getting they're getting so much hype. Demon Slayer, My Hero, Chainsaw Man. You see all these things trending and everything, and you have so many people saying like this is peak anime and this is top tier, and maybe it's like one of those instances where Frieren is. And again, we haven't watched it yet. We're probably gonna watch it sometime this week.
Definitely.
Maybe it's to the point where the story so far is so good that so many people are actually talking about it and it hyped it up. From what we've watched so far of Full Metal, we haven't watched too much, but we watched some of Full Metal. Full Metal's pretty good so far. So for it to be 7-8 episodes in already and be better than a series like Full Metal, which is like so highly regarded, it kind of piques my interest to see like what the anime is about.
Yeah, and I really hope that don't make me have a false standard of it, because things like that happened before where like somebody hyped something up for me. I was gonna say anime, but I ain't gonna do it this time. They hyped something up for me and I was like, okay, I'm excited to watch it, and I actually watch it and it's not as good as people say it is. So hopefully it is as good. Of course it depends on everybody's opinion, but when we watched Full Metal, I think the story was going to be very, you can tell that the story is going to be nice, or the build, like the way they're setting it up. We didn't get that far into the season, but I like the characters so far in the story, and I feel like it can be fleshed out well. So it's really crazy that a lot of people are saying that this one is good and better.
Yeah.
Like better is crazy already. So I don't think I never really seen that before.
Yeah.
That's the first time.
Like you see a lot of new anime get hype, and this is the new top #1 anime. This is the part of the big three, new big three, and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes people do hype it up. And a lot of the time, it's like through animation. It's not even through the story most of the time. Because, like, if you ask me, and I think this is another topic, we'll probably talk about this for another podcast.
Yeah.
But when I think about anime and the anime I've watched, the older anime that I've watched, their stories are so much more fleshed out, and their stories are far more interesting than the stuff that I'm watching now. And the animation, of course, is going to get better as things get better, technology progresses,
Definitely.
and everything like that. So I feel like people are easy to get caught up in animation and stuff like that. Demon Slayer.
I know you was gonna go there.
Demon Slayer.
Because I can really get into that.
Demon Slayer. Again, we talked about this last podcast. I don't have a problem with Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer. I like the characters in Demon Slayer, but I feel like the story does lack a bit. When you compare it to something like Code Geass, or you can't necessarily compare those two. I'm just talking about older anime that I've watched. And stories that feel like they're more fleshed out than just animation and
or
cool theatrics and stuff like that.
A story that have just more of a substance in general. Like, I feel like Demon Slayer is cute. They got lovable characters. The animation, beautiful. The fights are nice. However, the story can get very just bland. Like, oh, we're killing demons, and oh, my sister is one. I gotta protect her and my friends, and I'm going to be the best. Like, I'm kind of, and yes, a lot of anime is like that, but I'm kind of straying away from anime like that. It's getting very tiring. Like, I want something with a unique concept, or not even necessarily something over the top, but just something that's, I don't know, hold my interest a bit more. I get bored with Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's why I feel like that's why we enjoyed Attack on Titan so much, because Attack on Titan is relatively new.
Yes.
I would say it's a relatively newer anime, and the story is so fleshed out, and everything it works so well together. And on top of that, it has cool animation and all that stuff. And I feel like once you are able to really pair all those things together, you'll have like a really good anime. I feel like now you kind of have one or the other. You either have a really good story and the animation's not as crazy, or you have the crazy animation and the story is just And I feel like, a lot of new anime are kind of, victims to that, unfortunately. And sometimes you do got to give it time to cook,
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man, you got to give it time to cook. We felt the same with Jujutsu when it first, the first season when we first started watching it. We kind of are late to watching Jujutsu. We weren't watching it when it was first dropping.
Not at all. I actually was watching other stuff, but we went around to watching Jujutsu, and I feel like definitely this season is definitely better than the first one. But Demon Slayer on his third season.
I think there's another season. No, this is third, and then there's another season coming. I heard that, or I saw somewhere that they're gonna be giving some new news on a Hashira training arc. If you gotta have a Hashira training arc, I forgot to mention this in the sidebar. I forgot to mention this in the Attack on Titan 9 Titans thing.
Yeah.
If you gotta have a training arc, that doesn't bode well. What is the saying? That doesn't go well for me. Or like, am I thinking like
that's like if the Akatsuki said, "Oh, let's train." Like, no, you already supposed to be
training arc for Naruto. Like,
I know you're already supposed to be intimidating. That's like in the fan troop. Oh, they're training. No, they was already killing people, knocking people off. They not training. They should already be trained. What are we talking about? See, I'm about to turn up again, because the only people that need to train is the people trying to get in there. Why the people that's already in there training? What are you training for?
Again, wait. We gotta be fair though. We gotta watch the new season to see what happened and everything like that.
Because even that, you know what? I don't even know what the name was. But he was training.
Who? Rengoku?
No, in the new season, I don't know the god name.
I forgot
the pretty
his name.
one. I don't know his name. I just know he got pretty.
By the next podcast, we'll watch Demon Slayer, and we'll give you a little bit of. We're gonna do a review of the season 2, so that way, if we're missing some things out or we're thinking about it too base level, we could probably offer up some more commentary on it for the next episode.
And just know we're not being biased. Like, I don't care about Demon Slayer. Like, I'm not, I have a vendetta against it. No, it's just, it don't make sense. I mean, it's not that it don't make sense. It's just like, training is crazy. When y'all already supposed, everybody looking for y'all. They police. What you mean you training? Now, I know police have to train to get in there, but they still train afterwards. They shouldn't be. They should already be trained.
I feel like we gonna get cooked for
We
this.
about to get cooked. Like I said, we ain't got nothing against Demon Slayer.
We here to start dialogues. If there's one thing we want to take away from this,
yes,
it's to start dialogues.
Yes, but not on purpose, just to be controversial. No, it's just us being, because some people don't be being honest with themselves, or some people, they see a popular opinion, they go with it. No, you don't have to go with a popular opinion if you don't truly feel that way. But you ain't gotta be like disagree with everything either. That's kind of nasty. Oh, like what about this? What about this? Oh, but that's not true. Like that's nasty. But still, like, speak your mind. It don't matter if it's popular or not.
Exactly. Definitely. So there's that. Frieren, we definitely, that and Demon Slayer will probably be the shows that we watch. We'll probably watch some more JoJo this week too. Just so that we could get caught up on some things. There's a lot that we want to watch. So we could definitely watch those.
Yeah, the only thing we caught up on is Jujutsu, and that's not our favorite anime, to the person that said that. But yes, Jujutsu, we have been caught up on it. We just watched a new episode yesterday, man.
Yikes.
You want to get into that right now?
So the last time we talked on Friday. That Thursday, since we recorded that podcast on Wednesday, the Thursday or the episode that week, we didn't have a chance to talk about it. So we did watch the latest episode yesterday. So we kind of get for a little recap on the last two episodes.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning before we get into it. I'm letting you guys. I'm gonna even put it in spoiler warning.
Put it big.
Yeah,
spoiler
warning.
Spoiler.
I'm gonna give y'all some time to.
Yep. Let's get them three good.
Okay. I'm putting spoiler again, just so y'all know. I don't want anybody to get spoiled,
do not get
especially
hot.
if you haven't seen the episodes yet.
Yes, the last two
episodes, there have been two big deaths within the Jujutsu Kaisen.
And y'all can still leave. Two big deaths. We ain't say the character yet. Two big deaths. So if you ain't see nobody die, leave now.
Leave now.
Leave now.
I'm gonna put it again. Spoiler warning.
Somebody was mad at us. They was like, "Thanks for the spoiler." Like we didn't.
You could have chose to scroll. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil you. But you could have kept scrolling.
You know how much I get spoiled on anime just by scrolling through, and it's be the first thing I see manga panel. Somebody dead, like a scene that I never even saw before.
On this internet, TikTok, Instagram, you're bound to get spoiled with something.
Yeah,
Twitter,
and
you're
we're
bound
not
to
even
get spoiled.
trying to. We hate spoilers.
Yeah.
I literally hate spoilers. So I'm not trying to, take away from nobody's experience.
Yeah.
So if you ain't seen nobody die.
One more time before we get into it. Spoiler warning.
Okay, we good.
But two big deaths that happened in the last two episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. Pretty sentimental death. One, okay, this is me. Okay, if y'all gotta attack me. I'm sorry.
You about to get good.
One sentimental death and one death. I was just like, why did this happen like this? Now, the first death that we're talking about happened in the previous episode, not the episode that happened yesterday or Thursday, because this is coming out on Saturday.
Yeah.
But yesterday because we were, y'all
know what I mean. Yeah.
So, RP Nanami. And it's crazy because we were just talking about Nanami last podcast about Jujutsu Kaisen Step. So I know the Jujutsu Kaisen Nanami fandom. I know they were in the dumps. Him being on the beach and everything was a bit sad. I did feel bad for him, Whenever there's like a little bit of a sentimental scene going on for a character and how they're, I forgot what you said. It was whenever somebody in the anime says, after we're done with this, let's go do this, and they just die.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like that kind of thing. He was, on the beach vibing, and then when he, Mahito, finally finished him off, it was a bit tough. And then Yuji, or I say Yuji, Itadori, he's had to sit there and watch. He said, "You take it from here."
For me, okay, it was very sentimental, yes. And for some reason, whenever I have a character I like in anime, they always end up dying. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm going to just stop having favorites every time. Like, literally, it's so many. The only ones that still standing, spoiler alert for Naruto anime.
Spoiler alert.
for Naruto, the only ones that's still standing is Naruto and Sasuke. Like everybody else that I like literally died. So I'm holding on to crumbs. You know, it was really sad to see Nanami die, but it wasn't as sad as it could have been. And I don't know if we want to talk about that now or later, but I'm just bring up. I really don't like how Jujutsu be doing their deaths. I'm not opposed to people dying in anime. Like I love it actually. You know, not to sound weird.
That sounds crazy. You love it? I mean, from last podcast, she did say she liked how Eren took out 80% of the population.
No, you make me look like a monster.
Nah, that was crazy.
No, it's not that. It's just I like the dramatic effect, you know? Mm-hmm. But I feel like people, or not people, but the creator just be doing stuff. Like, it literally, I read that he said he didn't even want to kill Nanami. Nanami was supposed to just lose an arm. And he ended up killing him. Because he's like, oh, you know what? It'd be better if I... Like, what? Like, that is crazy. You don't have to kill everybody. I don't know the creator name, but you don't have to kill everybody. That like, oh my God. That...
Yeah.
I don't think Nanami should have died right there. I'm not going to lie. And not because I like him. I just feel like it was nice to see the sacrifice and how good of a person he is to even risk his life to do that. But I feel like it was just too soon. Like...
Yeah, it felt... I wouldn't say it felt rushed, but it did kind of just happen. Like, it went from him being burnt up, going in the little subway, to fighting those.
He fought like 5 monsters.
It wasn't 5. It was a bunch of them. It was like all those cursed monsters.
12.
And okay, and then Mahito was just behind him just to make him explode. He saw the dude that he was with when he was younger.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
And that's another trope. We should do like the popular tropes.
Whenever a person sees
a dead,
dead friend or a dead acquaintance.
Yeah, it's up. But yeah, like it wasn't, you know, because we go get into the newest episode. It wasn't rush, but I just feel like they should have gave him more time. Like Nanami did have a lot of time in the first season, but I feel like they could have built up more. Like his death was sad because that was Itadori's teacher, you know, they had a connection and things like that. And he was a good person. Not just to Itadori, but the other students. But I just feel like it wasn't his time. But he made it his time because he thought it was beautiful. When he could have just took his arm off. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but the other death, which I didn't really like as much. And it's kind of crazy because I didn't expect this person to die the way they did. But, Nobara. I think that's how you say her name.
I want to call her Korobara. Oh, no, let me not disrespect. What the heck? Let me not disrespect.
Korobara is crazy. No, but Nobara,
yeah.
She did die in the latest episode of, I was about to say Attack on Titan. Whoa. Jujutsu Kaisen. The last episode was actually very interesting. We saw a bit of her backstory and when she was younger, and I know you didn't like the episode as much. I kind of see why they did it because they usually do backstories for, you know, characters that are about to die and stuff like that. So I understand why they possibly did it, so we get more of an understanding of her and her character. But you know, when let's get the fight out the way. That dude Itadori cooked Mahito.
He did cook him. I didn't know he could box like that. Now he do box, but he was that little rage boost helped him. He was piecing them up, and I like to see that. You know, a lot of anime, you know, not to cut you off, but a lot of anime they focus on blasts and cool little sword slices. But I like to see boxing from time to time. That's what I like to see. So I'm glad they incorporated that in there. Definitely.
The boxing. And I feel like the last time we saw boxing like that was when Gojo was boxing the black dude from the movie.
That's so racist.
Gojo was cooking him.
He was cooking.
He I don't know what kind of combos he was hitting him with.
He did not have to fight that hard.
He was fighting hard as heck.
There was no reason to. Like, he could have won just doing little base stuff. He was boxing.
He was boxing
for no reason.
So Itadori, like, and then it just kept going and kept going.
Yeah.
And then to see Nobara, and she was fighting the Mahito clone. It was kind of cool to see her powers as well. But then that whole clone switch thing, I didn't like how that was kind of executed. Cause like, again, maybe oh, it was in slow motion, so we don't know how it looked in real time. She could have moved out the way. She could have moved. It looked like she could have moved. She could have avoided it. I know Itadori was telling her to watch out and stuff like that, but it looked like she could have avoided that. But
that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like, first of all, I don't think she should have died already. That's number one. Her personally, Nobara, I never had a strong attachment to her. She a cool character, cool power. I like that she actually do fight, and she not just a typical hothead. However, the way that they had her, the way that I don't feel like it was enough build up. I didn't have enough attachment to her. So seeing her die, I felt no ways about it. I know some people was very sad about it. I didn't care, honestly.
Like it's sad to see, Itadori and his reaction after, and to see his friend, just die like that. Which I'm fully expecting an Itadori rage moment. I need that to happen. But like you said, I didn't really, outside of like that fight they had on that highway against the brothers.
Yeah.
And then maybe in like the first few episodes when they were like in that building or whatever.
Yeah, that's about it.
I didn't really feel that much of an attachment to her.
Not at all.
She had cool like.
She had moments.
Yeah, she had cool moments, but
I don't know, like, and like you were saying, the fact that, now, first of all, that switch was clean. Mahito doing that switch, that was actually really clean. I like that. But instead of them, like, having her just sit there and die, they could have had, like, a cool chase sequence or something. Like, I feel like the death was just too quick. Like, she didn't even try to move or anything. It's like she was shocked. I could see if something's held her in place, but she just stood there. That's like if you say, hey, Bree, get out the way, somebody about to shoot you, and I just I'm gonna try to move or something. Like, if it grazed my ear, then okay. She didn't even try. Like, it would have been clean if they would have had a nice little chase sequence, and then they could have just showed like so much right there, and they didn't. I don't know, the episode got too low or whatever, or the time got taken up by her backstory, which I didn't care about either. I don't know, like it just didn't hit for me. Like,
and then I do like how they did the little parallel between her and when she was in the afterlife and having the important people in her life
definitely
sit in those seats. Because I remember there was like one episode, I forgot who she was talking to, but she was talking about how hard it is to get like a seat in her life. And, those seats are only reserved for people that she cares about or who have an impact on her life. So to see everybody have, a seat, and, even back to her childhood friend, it was really cool to see like the little parallel. So I guess she got a better afterlife scene than Jogo did. That was that,
at least
I could
Sakuna
say that.
ain't pop up. At least Mahito ain't pop up in her thing.
Mahito.
That man, he be. No, I don't say that, but he really be standing on his business. Yeah, he kill you. He make sure he confirm the kill. I like that. Now I know a lot of people don't like him because he keep killing his favorite characters. But as a villain, we need and I can go into that, but another podcast. Certain animes don't have good villains, and I talked about this before a long time ago, but never on a podcast like this. I personally think that he is an amazing villain because he make you not like him, and he's so unpredictable and just hard to beat. That's the type of villain you need. Mm-hmm. So I like that a lot. But in conclusion, R.I.P. to her. I don't feel no ways. Like, I just, call me heartless.
I mean, okay.
She could have lived. Honestly, I feel like she shouldn't have died right there.
I do feel like, both deaths were sad, especially seeing like with Itadori. He experienced the guy that he was getting close with. He experienced Nanami. He experienced Nobara.
Yeah.
Just to see all those deaths, that is going to take a... And then after so to experience everything that Sukuna did, and then have to see two people that you're really close to die like that.
They said that was like in the span of 15 minutes.
Like, that's crazy. So I feel bad for it. I feel bad for Itadori.
And I love Yuji. I feel bad for him too because like it's like he can't do nothing.
He can't catch a break. Yeah.
He trying, and he even tried to warn her, and she did not move.
When he was boxing Mahito, he was saying thank you because she pretty much evened the playing field and helped him.
She did kind of save him because I don't know if he couldn't see or anything. Now she did
it was
her
the blood.
Yeah, so shouts out for her to her for doing that. I don't know how things would have turned out if what's the name would have touched him. Maybe he would have died right there. So if she did save his life, then that's that's admirable. And shouts out to her because she could have. Now, I'll give her this because she was with the other girl. I don't know the names. I'm so sorry. But she wasn't even close to them at first. She was basically safe. But she decided to go back out there because she was like, if they fight, I need to fight. Mm-hmm. So that's real, that's some real stuff right there. I respect her for that, but I still don't care about her death. So it really don't matter,
But, so RP to both.
RP.
Really interested to see where they go from here. Next episode, I'm pretty sure that this season should be coming to an end pretty soon.
They ain't got that many people to kill.
It feels pretty this season in general has felt pretty long.
Yeah,
because you had so many fights happen. So I wonder how it's gonna conclude.
I do too.
Because what happens between is Itadori gonna kill Mahito and stuff like that?
Yeah, what point? Because they still got to get the Gojo, and it's not many of them left. A lot, two of their strongest people got knocked off, and then I don't know where Megumi is. He one of the strongest. He knocked off what's her name, Maki. I don't know where she at.
And the thing is, and now that I'm thinking about it, Mahito took out all three of those people that I talked about. The guy that Itadori was getting close with, I keep forgetting his name.
Oh yeah,
he took all three of them out.
He took all of them
so
out.
Itadori got it. He gotta finish Mahito off.
He took him out. I forgot
all three of them out.
I think his name was Yunpei. It was something. He took him out and then made a hand puppet with him to taunt him.
He.
Nah, that's an added disrespect.
You said it though. Mahito do stand on business.
That's why I love. I know a lot of people hate him, but I actually like him. I love a good villain. I said this before. I don't condone it because Nanami was my character. He was one of my favorite RP. But I like a villain that actually kill people. Do what you say you go do.
Yeah.
So that was toxic. I love that.
I know we talk a lot about Jujutsu. It's probably the most popular anime
it's
now.
ongoing. What do y'all expect?
Whenever there's gonna be new ongoing, we talked about earlier, there's gonna be a lot of shows that are happening pretty soon.
Yes.
So once those shows happen, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be talking about those in length as well. But just right now, we're heavily invested in Jujutsu Kaisen's story.
Definitely.
So I'm sorry if it is something that we talk a lot about.
It's not our favorite anime. Calm down.
It's far from my favorite, but
it's good though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I would I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the anime awards for anime of the year. Outside of, I'm not even gonna say that yet. I'm gonna wait till because that could be controversial. But I'm pretty sure Jujutsu Kaisen will definitely be up there for.
They gotta win something.
They go be up there for whether a fight, a best anime.
Music,
it's gonna be
something definitely.
Yeah. But moving on. Speaking of some animes that we have moving forward, or some of the animes that we have coming up.
Yes.
There's a lot of anime trailers that have dropped recently. I don't know if you've seen the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad trailer. I know they're making an anime for Harley Quinn, which is very interesting. I never would have imagined
that's how I was just thinking. That was literally my thoughts. An anime based off of I was about to say Marvel. Pull my card, nerds.
Whoa, Marvel is crazy.
Marvel almost got us disliked. DC anime is very, very interesting. Now I love Harley Quinn personally, so I feel like they could do a lot with it. The characters, it's just an interesting crossover. They can do a lot with it though.
I know the Joker's gonna be in it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got some crazy characters, but I just wonder what is it gonna be about? That's literally gonna be an anime about the main bad people losing to the good people.
Well, we don't know what the anime is about yet. I feel like in concept, especially with the Joker and Harley Quinn, I feel like that anime could have a lot of potential. I feel like it's not going to be. It has potential to be one of those serious tone, darker anime. You love those.
Yes.
So I feel like that could be really, really clean as far as how they can approach it. I haven't really seen many things or superhero shows or not shows but movies or characters get translated into anime. So I think this
Not
would be
at
the first for me.
Yeah, me too. Because that's very. It's just like I don't know. It's odd to think about, but I see the potential in it. So I'm excited to see it actually, especially with some of my favorite characters. Like I said, I love villains that apply to everything. So. Joe, even though, and it's, they complex characters, because if you look at it a certain way, they not necessarily villains. It depends on, the storyline or whatever, but the way they started off, some of them, it can be questioned if they're really evil or not. So,
and I wonder if like it's not. I'm gonna say if I wonder if DC is looking into potential other franchises to make into their anime and stuff like that, like Superman anime or a Green Lantern anime, just to get like a darker tone. Because like anime in itself is already a darker tone, has a darker tone to it. I know there's like animations and cartoons for these things, but they're kind of more like lighthearted. Not all of them. There are some darker ones, but they're more lighthearted because they appeal to children and things like that. With anime, I feel like you could have more range to be darker and more. The approach could be more, more killing and all that stuff.
Exactly.
And I wonder if like it would be really cool. And I love Marvel myself. If Marvel could get into like anime and stuff like that, just to see like a Iron Man or a Thor anime or something like that. That would be really cool.
I wouldn't even say Spider-Man because we see so much of it. But I love Spider-Man though. But yeah, definitely. I'm curious to see how they go flesh it all out. But I think they got potential. They got something on their hands, definitely.
Another new anime that's coming out. But you actually have no idea. Well, there's some more. I know Kaiju 8. Is another show that's coming out. I know you actually have read the manga for it. Not all of it, but some of it.
Yes.
You've read some of the manga, and you actually said it's really, really cool from what you've read. So, based off what you told me, actually is something that's going to pique my interest. I'm really looking forward to looking at or watching the anime.
Like, from what I was reading, because I didn't read much, like you said, but I didn't really know what to expect. Like, the covers look super intimidating, things like that. But it's a lot of comedic relief or comedic moments inside of it. So I feel like people that like funny stuff will enjoy it. I don't know if it will get more serious as time go on, but I think it's really cute so far. Nothing crazy. And I like the characters so far. I definitely feel like people will enjoy that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And then another show that we don't... Well, there's Solo Leveling as well. I forgot to mention that. Solo Leveling is another show that's been very interesting. We're definitely going to be tuning into that. Not too familiar with Solo Leveling and what it's about, so really interested to see what that show is going to be about. And then there's another show that that we have no idea what it's about, but from the trailer, it looked really, really interesting. And I know it's from the studios that did not Chainsaw Man, Devilman Crybaby.
Oh yeah.
It's called Dan or something like that.
I don't know, but
that name is nasty.
I read the description. I actually didn't see the trailer, but I thought it was gonna have a lot of like supernatural stuff involved in it, and I was just like, how they go have all that stuff mixed in? I don't understand that. I really don't.
From I know you said you didn't see the trailer, but based off what I've watched from the trailer, it did look really interesting. The animation again, I think it's from the same people who did Devilman Crybabies, and that animation for that show was very interesting. That show in itself is very interesting.
Very interesting.
If y'all ever want us to talk about that show or have thoughts about that show, let us know. But I'm really looking forward to it. From the looks of it, it looks really colorful, looks really out there. Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested to see how that show turns out as well. And outside of that, I know One Piece. We're not hip to One Piece yet.
Not at all.
We actually have something planned for One Piece for the podcast, so that should be coming in the near future. But One Piece, I heard, is also going into a new arc or saga or something like that.
Definitely, they are. It looked nice.
Yeah, it actually looks really clean.
I love the little colors and stuff. I don't know nothing about One Piece. Like I have zero. I have a little knowledge just based off what I've seen over the years, but I don't know for real. But whenever we do actually watch One Piece and get around to that, it's probably gonna take us I don't know how long.
A hot minute.
But we'll talk about it then. Stay tuned in the future,
And I know there's a lot of One Piece fans, and
Yeah.
Definitely gonna. I know we were doing that, or we did some of that with JoJo and getting our first impressions and everything. We'll be sure to give y'all our first impressions of the show, and like I said, we have something planned for it, so definitely looking forward to that. And outside of that, outside of just the shows in general, there are some anime movies that have been in talks, and some are confirmed. So we have a few anime movies. I'm gonna name some of them. So some of the movies that we saw were Spy Family. I saw something about Chainsaw Man, Naruto, live action Naruto, which is we go talk about that in length. We go talk about that. Blue Lock. I actually think they dropped the trailer not too long ago too, and then Haikyuu is also getting a movie pretty soon as well. But all interesting movies.
Yes.
I don't even think we got to talk about all the other ones. We talking about that Naruto live action. As an avid Naruto fan yourself, how do you feel about a Naruto live action being in the works?
I'm the face of the Naruto
Hey,
out of us.
You're on the mountain with all the other Hokages.
How do I feel about Naruto getting a live action in 2023 going on 2024? I feel like it's very unnecessary. I feel like the people that saw the One Piece thing was like, oh, really? Let's do that too. Like, it's a lot of live action going on. And not, for the people that think I'm saying they're copying One Piece, I'm not saying that. Calm down. I'm just saying, I don't think they need it. It might be good for the younger people, I guess, or people that just never saw Naruto. Maybe they'll want to see it because it's real people, I guess. Because there are some people that be like, oh, I don't want to watch anime. That's childish. Yeah. So for the people that like seeing real people, that could, heighten the exposure for it. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's unnecessary.
I feel like I only feel indifferent to it because of all the anime movies or live action movies, I should say, that have been so bad. Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh my gosh, Death Note movie.
Oh, Death Note movie was bad.
I think what you said with the One Piece thing, One Piece live action actually got a lot of praise. Yeah, a lot of people actually enjoyed the live action One Piece.
Definitely, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, when we actually get into the series, we'll probably watch it to see the parallels and everything. But I feel like, and I think that's with everything in general. There's so many live action things going on, whether it be like animated movies and live action stuff is crazy. And
it's taking over, but I'm excited for one, and that's the Yu Yu one that we talked about, Yu Yu Hakusho.
That actually looks really good.
That one looked good. Now, if Naruto one looked like, that one, I'm going to watch it regardless. We go watch it regardless because we got to review it for y'all. But if it looked like the Yu Yu one, I'll actually be a little bit more excited for it.
And I think the only thing that really sparks my interest is, it's a few things. Like, what is going to be covered within the movie, like, do you go through Shippuden? Do you go through Naruto as a kid only? Because like, there's so much you can cover within Naruto. So, I like. Do you stop at kids? Do you make another movie? Go to Shippuden and stuff like that? Do you introduce Madara and everything?
That's what I was wondering about One Piece, because One Piece is way longer than Naruto. So from what I saw, people just said they covered like the first arc or something. I don't know.
But I did see like they're doing a second season, or there might be. Really? There were reports of a second season being worked on. So
maybe they'll start from the start. I mean, that made the most sense, to start from the beginning. Maybe as a kid, because I don't think if they trying to not garner, is that the right word?
Garner.
Yeah, if they're trying to garner Detroit education, more fans, then they should start from the beginning and not, the middle, because then people will be like, well, who is this? Stuff like that. So
like, but then you like potentially skip out on important parts of the anime. Like, could you imagine a Naruto movie without Pain, without Madara, without the Akatsuki?
But you gotta wait on that though. Like, that'd be clean though, because those are some of my favorite people. But they go be like, okay, well, who are, like, it's so important to understand the start of Naruto than to just jump to the good parts, because you would be like, who are these people? Why are they doing this? And they do show it, throughout Shippuden too, but some of these characters got plot twists and things like that.
So if you were the director of Naruto, you only have one movie to work. You don't have any other movies confirmed. Where are you starting and stopping?
I had to start from the beginning.
And then where would you end?
I end when Sasuke leave because I feel like, yeah, and kind of like the original anime, I would start from the beginning so people can get accustomed, like they can understand the story, they can understand how hard Naruto had it as a kid and things like that. And I'll stop it where Sasuke left when he was younger to go over to Orochimaru because that could be a big cliffhanger. You know, as we saw, it was a big fight and we was wondering like, oh my God, what is Sasuke going to do now? Like, you know, and then when it came back, it was so much hype around it when we finally saw Sasuke again because of everything that happened.
You do leave off with him leaving his headband?
Yeah.
I think that could be it. I actually would be a really clean especially if they're planning on doing a second one.
Yeah.
You do like the cliffhanger and everything. But I feel like with every movie, there has to be like that main antagonist. So like, do you make Orochimaru the antagonist throughout?
You gonna have Orochimaru would definitely have to be a key antagonist because he did so much. He killed the third. He was the reason that Sasuke left. And some Akatsuki members, because they did introduce the Akatsuki in Naruto. It's just it wasn't all of them. It wasn't Pain and stuff yet, but you knew it was more people. So that can also be a thing that people look forward to. They want to see who else a part of this group. That's so dangerous.
So would you prefer them to do a series or a movie? I honestly,
Series.
I feel like a series would have covered so much more.
Yeah.
I feel like with the movie, you got to compact so much. And like, again, there's like so many antagonists. And then again, with the cliffhanger you were talking about, I feel like that would be cool in establishing, you know, going into Shippuden and having, you know, Sasuke be, oh, Sasuke turned, what's going to happen next? That kind of thing. But like, you still got like the Chunin exams that you got to go through. Do you cover that? And that takes so much. And then you still got Gaara when they Naruto and Gaara fought. There's so much you would have to cover there.
Honestly, it's difficult because I kind of went autopilot. You said it's a movie, like a movie.
Like a movie.
It ain't enough. The movie gonna be too short. Like, you know how like.
And then unless they do like a
Naruto
2-3 hour movie, but then
it's
I feel
not
like they
enough.
wouldn't do. I feel like they wouldn't even do a 2-3 hour movie because I feel like they're gonna push it more for children, like you said. So like it'll probably be an hour 30, hour 40 maybe.
They should have made this. Why did they make this a movie?
Like a series would have probably made so much more sense. Especially like with One Piece, they went through that. They went through what they went through, and they can explore more.
Right, they can build it
with
on
their next season.
It's already written. All they gotta do is just act
unless
it
they
out.
plan on doing like a trilogy but like even then I don't.
That would only cover like the first half. See, now we talking differently because like a movie ain't nothing. Like movies go by so fast. Yikes.
Because like they try to do the same thing with
what, Avatar?
Avatar. They try to
that
compile
movie was
so
trash.
much, but Avatar is so grand and so like the story is so much more than what they presented in the movie. It's like
it don't do it justice. The story itself. You don't, if you skipping over stuff trying to fit everything into an hour, 2 hours, it ain't gonna get to 3. You know, they ain't gonna be that long. You skip over stuff and people don't feel as connected as they do, but compared to a series, like the whole Gaara thing, people probably go, if that's incorporated in there, they can go forget about that. They're gonna be like, oh, Gaara, oh, he was bad.
Then you
good.
still got like Hashirama and Madara's relationship. Do you kind of go like the Ninja Storm route where they started off the movie? They start the movie off and they go through their big battle and all that stuff. Like,
I don't know.
It's so interesting. And then you still got Naruto when he was a kid and getting mistreated, and then it's just so much you gotta like. Show that. There's so much. And then I like just thinking about it. The getting the belt from Kakashi or just
it's gonna be a lot missed because they can't. Like, stuff like that was cool in the anime, and some of those things took more than one episode. So you can't just like cram everything in there and expect it to be good. So now
unless it's
very
like
worried.
Own original story, but even then, you still kind of have to stay true to like the material.
You got to, or people's they go say, "What's the point of this? It's not Naruto." So I'm not. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm even more scared than I was before because it's a movie. Yikes.
I feel like I would be more confident if it was a series.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
the fact that it is a movie and movies have to cram so much. because you have to establish your characters. You have to establish who the antagonist is.
The point of the story, like,
again, unless they do multiple movies, I don't see how you compile all that in when there's so many factors.
Yeah, I feel like they need to go back to the drawing board.
Jiraiya,
but
Katsuki.
it's so many characters. Not even just them. Like, it's family members and like the leaders of the village. Like, it's man.
Yikes. We're gonna see it, of course, when it happens.
Yeah, we gonna go in with an open mind because we're not biased. We're not gonna be like, oh, this is trash, and we're gonna say when we get on here, oh, that was trash because that's what we said it was gonna be. Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna go in with an open mind, of course, because it could be good.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad because I don't see the vision. Mm-hmm. So we just gotta see how that's gonna be. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know about that one.
But moving on from Naruto, I'm not just gonna completely negate all the other anime movies that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Spy Family movie should be interesting. We're watching Spy Family right now, catching up on it.
Definitely.
Really interested to see how a Spy Family movie would go. It's such a wholesome show. So
it's a very wholesome show, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but the show is very wholesome. I really don't see how the movie is going to be any much different than the episodes because I feel like something wacky is going to happen. From what we've seen, spoiler alert for anybody that's currently watching Spy Family that care about spoilers. Anya, she saves the day a lot, or she end up helping out either or is his name Lloyd?
Yeah.
She end up helping him a lot because of her powers and things like that. So I really don't see how it's going to be much of a difference than the show. Maybe it's just for cuteness points and to see I don't know if it's a canon movie. I don't know what it's
more from movies that I've watched. Majority of the time they're not canon to I've watched a lot of My Hero movies and Dragon Ball movies in theaters. They more than likely aren't a lot of them aren't canon. Some are canon, of course, but sometimes they're not canon. So maybe it's more along the case of it not being canon to the show, but maybe we got to catch up to see what it is going to be about. Really interested to see how that would turn out. Chainsaw Man movie, that's another one I feel like that would be very interesting, especially seeing Chainsaw Man already was crazy in terms of how it looked and the story so far. So if they kind of go along the lines of maybe a Demon Slayer movie where they could showcase their animation and showcase a certain
Hero
arc or something, I feel like that could be really clean.
I think a Chainsaw Man movie would be really nice actually because it's already very sporadic. I feel like the first season was very cool as in the fact that you didn't know what was going to happen next, and I feel like a movie would be really nice to showcase the sporadicness, and I feel like they can go out a little bit more. I just wonder, is it going to contribute to the story once again, or is it just going to be what would it even be about? Mm-hmm. Different characters? I don't know.
They could go along the lines of maybe some with Jujutsu, because they introduced Yuta in the movie.
Oh yeah,
it could go along something like that. I know that season 2 is coming up soon too for Chainsaw Man.
Yes,
so maybe it'll be something like with Chainsaw Man again. They did the train movie before they went to the next season, and it was canon. So maybe they do something like that.
How Demon Slayer did? Yeah.
It would be very interesting to see how they approach that and what the movie would even be about. Because there was a lot that happened towards the end of the first season. So
fast too. So that's why I was saying I think it would be cool because Chainsaw Man, you could really do anything with it. It's like a blank canvas. So I'm excited for that.
And then the last movie I want to talk about is Blue Lock. We did actually finish Blue Lock earlier this year.
Yes.
Blue Lock, a very interesting anime. It's very okay for me. I know a lot of people enjoy it. Actually, Blue Lock was the top selling manga for this year, which is crazy for a soccer anime to outsell One Piece, and that's insane.
That's crazy to me. A lot of people love Blue Lock. Sports anime the only sports anime that I actually enjoyed recently was Skate and I guess Yuri on Ice. Those are the only ones that I really care for. I like the characters. I will say in Blue Lock, I do enjoy the characters a lot. I enjoy the characters more than I actually do like care what's going on. Like the soccer game itself, I don't be invested for real. It's kind of predictable, but I do like the characters. And I would talk about one character. That's another thing. Going back to the fact that I can't never have a favorite because they always get sold in the end. But I ain't gonna talk about them.
Blue Lock, again, a lot of the same. I share a lot of the same sentiments.
Yes.
It is very predictable, but I feel like if you could play that off well, you could still manage to get away with it in the anime. I feel like My Hero is very predictable. A lot of people say it's predictable, but I feel like with the story and how you get to the predictable outcome is what's important. And I feel like My Hero's kind of setting itself up to where, it's setting itself up well to get to that final, result. So I don't necessarily have that much of a problem with Blue Lock. Like, I've never been big on sports anime myself, but really interested to see how it picks up from the last season, or from the last season. It kind of ended off on a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
To see the teams moving forward, and like you said, we're not going to talk about him.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
We're gonna leave him where he is. But from what I've seen, I'm gonna do that over. From what I've seen, I think it had like Nagi in the title, so maybe they go into Nagi and his story a bit more.
Maybe
leading up into the events of Blue Lock. So I'm really interested to see. We're gonna see most or majority of these movies, if not all of them. So I'm really interested to see when those movies do come out. We could come back here and review it and talk about it. It'll be really, really interesting.
Yeah, we gotta review it and let you know how we feel about these different shows and movies that's coming out. We're really excited because it's
so much.
It's been a lot these past few years. Like, we've been eating, anime fans, eaters, manga fans.
I said anime eaters.
Eaters.
Anime fans been eating.
Yeah, definitely.
But one more thing, which I'm actually really excited about. I feel like we're both excited about. It was just announced not too long ago that Code Geass.
Yes.
Code Geass is getting I think it's a sequel. Code Geass is getting a sequel. And it's crazy because last podcast we were talking about how we just rewatched Code Geass. I'm really interested to see how they pick up. I know they did like a movie. I was looking after we rewatched, I looked into the movie that they did. It was like a resurrection movie where they resurrected like Lucian and all that. I wonder if Lelouch is gonna have some part in this. I feel like CC2.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see how this is gonna. I know you love Code Geass as one of your favorite anime of all time, but
like definitely one of my favorites. Now, don't quote me on that because that's one of your favorites. Why you got so much Naruto? But no, Code Geass is definitely up there for me. So I'm really excited. Yeah. It's been like we just rewatched it, but it's been years since I actually first watched Code Geass and saw the ending and stuff. So I'm super excited, and I do wonder. If they have Lelouch in there, I kind of doubt it because they had him in the other one. I didn't watch the resurrection thing because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, and I never thought to watch it for some reason. But I am going to watch it and see like what did they do with that and what they could possibly do with this one. Like I said, I honestly doubt that he'd be in it, but I would love for him to because he's one of my favorites. But honestly, I don't know what it could be about, but I'm excited for it.
Definitely, it's really interesting to see such a anime. Like Code Geass came out like what, 2006, 7, 8?
It's been a long
It's been some years.
Yeah,
it's definitely been some years.
Because that and Death Note came around the same time. Yeah.
So to see it get some sort of, and especially with new animation. Yes. I feel like it's gonna be really clean. Like, I know we didn't necessarily care for like the mech part of it, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be. It's Code Geass. It's most likely gonna be a part of the anime. Yeah. But maybe they can make the mech part cleaner, and then you add the story into it. Yeah. I feel like that would be a really interesting like dynamic to add within the anime.
You kind of cooking. If they make it aesthetically, like, because it was old. Yeah. I get what you're saying now. So if they make it a little cleaner, we still do not care for mech. Don't get us wrong. Like, we not advocating for mech. That stuff be boring. But they can make it look a little cooler to keep people interested.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even, I don't think they have box on there.
Boxing is great. Imagine Lelouch come back and he start boxing with
that ain't his character.
Not at all.
Nah, that's Lelouch like asking Light to fight.
Exactly.
Well, he kind of. Well, nah. He
They
wasn't
not
boxing.
They not boxing. All right. So earlier today, I thought to myself, let me give you a little bit of a quiz. I want to catch you off guard in these podcasts sometimes. So
what?
I searched up, and I want you to guess what the top 10 shonen anime of all time, according to IGN. This is not our list. According to IGN, what do you think is the top 10 shonen anime of all time? Now, before you think about this is a crazy top 10. I'm letting you know this now. One anime that's not in the top 10 is right outside of it, and I do not agree. I do not agree.
Okay.
And for whoever's watching, through YouTube, I'm probably going to put on the right side, what the anime are. Or you could probably guess and play along if you guys want to.
Yeah, I don't play along, so I don't look crazy. They be like, what?
But again, this is a disclaimer. This is according to IGN.
Not our opinions.
Yeah, top 10 shonen anime of all time.
Okay, I'm scared. Oh
so I'll let you do it. I won't let you do it I'll let you do it in any order you want. If you name it, I'll tell you where it is.
Okay. Let me do that.
So.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready when you're ready.
I'm scared. Okay, we got this. All right.
So,
no timer?
No timer.
Okay.
As long as you need.
I'm going to do it quick. All right, my first one going to be Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter is number 6.
Okay, we got Hunter x Hunter.
We got Hunter x Hunter first.
Naruto.
Naruto is not in the top 10.
Are you serious?
Naruto is not in the top 10.
I don't want to turn up.
According to IGN, Naruto is number 11. So there are 10 more anime they have above Naruto, which is insane to me. But, Naruto's not there. I'll give you 3 X's.
Okay.
That's your first X.
Oh, no. Okay, this is making it harder. Okay, One Piece.
One Piece is number 10.
Okay. Number 10?
Number 10.
What?
Number 10.
Hunter.
I just said this is a crazy list. I looked at this earlier. IGN is tripping.
Hunter x Hunter over One Piece?
Hunter x Hunter is number 6.
What is this based off of? Popularity?
I don't know.
It can't be popularity. It got to be personal bias, or personal opinion. Okay.
So you got one X. We got One Piece at number 10 and Hunter x Hunter at number 6.
Okay, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z is at number 8.
What is this? What? Why is this stuff so low? Okay. Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho is number 4.
No way Yu Yu so high.
Number 4.
Ooh, this getting steep. Shonen. Can I look at the wall behind us?
You can do whatever you need. You got 2 more X's.
Shonen?
Yep, Shonen anime.
My Hero?
My Hero is not on the top 10.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was a trick.
My Hero did not make the top 15.
Oh man, because even though I've been an anime fan for the longest, like I still don't know what's shonen and what's not all the time.
So shonen is like, I say where they're fighting.
You're fighting, like tournaments and stuff.
Tournaments, think fighting.
Okay.
Powers, all that.
All right. Ooh, I don't. I got 1 X left. I don't want to jump out the window.
You got 2. You got 1 X, and you have 2 guesses or 2 more X's to go.
But I messed up. I just said My Hero wasn't on there.
Oh yeah, you did. I'll give you.
Give me an extra X.
I'll give you extra
okay.
X. I'll give you extra X.
I'm gonna say Black Clover.
Black Clover is not in the top 10.
Oh, I suck.
Black Clover is number 15.
Really? Oh my god. What? I just named some big ones. Shonen. Can I get a hint?
Okay, I'll give you a hint to number 9.
Okay.
Think theatrics.
JoJo.
JoJo is not what I was talking about, but JoJo is at number 7.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What?
JoJo's at number 7, above Dragon Ball, and above One Piece, and above Naruto.
I ain't even gonna say nothing.
But I'll give you another hint for number 9.
Okay.
So think animation.
No way Demon Slayer on there.
Demon Slayer is at number 9.
What?
Demon Slayer is above Naruto. Demon Slayer. Okay. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'll tell you the list once you finish.
Yeah. Tell me the list. Okay. So how many X's I got? 2 more.
Yeah. I'll give you 2 more X's. Yes.
Okay. You're being so lenient with me. Fighting tournaments, fighting. But
recent.
I don't know what's been recent. I'm gonna go out the window and say Seven Deadly Sins. I don't think that's a show.
Seven Deadly Sins is crazy. That is not on this list. You got one more X. You got one more X.
Recent anime.
Think recent, like recent.
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen at number 3.
Man, get the Jujutsu. No, but Chainsaw Man ain't got no. Chainsaw Man not no shonen.
Okay, for number 5, think of one of your favorites. Think wisely. Think wisely. Because this is your last one. So you gotta use your noggin, use your brain.
One of my favorites. We already got Naruto.
Then for this favorite, don't think boxing.
What? So okay, I'm gonna list out my favorites. And because it's not making sense. I got Naruto. It can't be Code Geass. It can't be Death Note. I got Yu Yu Hakusho out the way. I got Hunter x Hunter out the way. I know damn well Attack on Titan not on here.
I need a guess.
That don't make sense.
Think it's one of your favorites. Do not think about boxing.
No boxing?
No boxing.
My brain going numb.
Think of your faves. No boxing.
My faves, no boxing.
No boxing.
Every one of my faves, they box in some way and some. Do you mean like literal boxing or no fighting at all?
No boxing, like fighting. No boxing.
It gotta be Attack on Titan.
Is that your final guess?
Yes.
Number 5. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Is that your final guess?
No, whenever somebody say that shit wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna say Attack on Titan. What else could it be?
Attack on Titan is number 13.
I barely missed it. What was it?
So I'm gonna read you the top 15.
Read me the top 15, man.
At 15, according to IGN, remember, we had Black Clover.
Okay.
14, we had Assassination Classroom. 13, we had Attack on Titan.
Okay.
12, which we gotta watch this. I love the theme song to this, or I love the opening to this.
Yeah.
Call of Night. Call of the Night.
That's a shonen.
Call of the Night is crazy at number 12. Above Attack on Titan is crazy. 11, Naruto.
Damn.
10, One Piece. 9, Demon Slayer.
Okay.
8, Dragon Ball.
Okay.
7, Jujutsu. Not Jujutsu, JoJo. Oh my gosh.
JoJo.
6, Hunter x Hunter. 5, Death Note. 5, Death Note. 4,
How?
I told you, don't think boxing.
How
One
is
of your
Death
favorite.
Note? Death Note is shonen?
That's what they have it on here.
I don't know. Maybe it is, but how?
4, Yu Yu Hakusho. 3, Jujutsu. 2, Gintama.
Oh, I never watched it.
Number 1, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Man, I didn't even know Full Metal was a shonen.
That probably was one of the worst lists I think I have ever seen. You know what?
Watch.
Next podcast,
yeah,
let's get on here and let's come up with a top 5 for our shonen. Top 5 shonen.
Let's
our top list. 5 shonen.
Yes.
Not top 5 shonens of all time. What our top 5
our
shonens
opinion. So don't oh, that's not true. Yeah. We don't it ain't that
and
deep.
You should I'm gonna test her every week with these little lists and everything. So you better keep on edge. Do your anime research. Do your keep you on your toes.
Man, I got washed. I
don't even blame you though. That list was bad.
That list was crazy. Call it a night. Man,
that list was terrible. To that I can't. Wow, that's bad.
Yikes! The fact that Death Note made it, maybe it is. I don't know, but Death Note making it is crazy.
It's crazy. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? I know we still got to get to your hot take. Is there any things you wanted to talk about or any posts? I know you go through Twitter to see what controversial anime Twitter posts there are. So let me know what you seen this.
I don't have nothing crazy, but I do have a question that I was wondering to myself personally. We have some crazy anime characters out there, but which one do you think is the most racist?
Most racist anime character. Holy. Okay. See, this is a layered question. There's a lot of racist anime characters.
Yeah.
So, obvious answer is Frieza. Calling people monkeys. But Gato calls people monkeys too.
He spam monkey.
He was throwing the monkeys out in the movie. You monkey, that was crazy. He
said it like he actually did a counter. I remember. Yeah, he said it like over 10 times.
Yeah, that man, that's crazy. Who else would I say is racist? Lelouch's dad. I would say all of Britannia.
Yeah, they were racist. They was very racist. They say power racist.
I mean, she don't like humans. So I guess if we're being technical, she don't like the human race.
Yeah.
So if we're being technical, she is
superior to
she is racist. But if I had to, and then some people say Gojo because of what he did to that black man.
He did not have to beat the black guy up that hard. That was very racially charged.
He did him foul.
He didn't have to do that. A character that I see a lot, people say, and we haven't watched One Piece yet, but they say Zoro, the green haired guy. Yeah. They said he racist. Now I don't know how true that is, but I want to see why he racist.
I hope he's not racist.
I hope not. He looked like the older ones. He looked like a brother a little bit. He kind of tan, but the new one he all whitewashed now. So I don't know. He whitewashed now.
Don't they have like a skeleton man with the afro?
Yeah,
that got it. You can't tell me that's not a black man. Come on now. I don't know nothing about One Piece, but that gotta be a black man. So is he racist to him?
I don't know. We gotta see. We'll see you eventually.
There's a skeleton with an afro, and he like tall as heck too.
Yeah,
black man. Come on now. Let's be real.
Hold on. Let's get into a deeper conversation. You know, that reminded me of Grimm from, and that's not an anime.
Okay. But why relating that character to Grimm from
it's something we don't know. Why do black characters be dead?
Yo.
And I don't like that. But I'll let it slide.
That's a conspiracy for another podcast.
That's a side conspiracy.
But if I had to pick one,
yeah.
I mean, Frieza's like such the generic answer.
Yeah. But he did kill a lot of the Saiyans.
He did.
And he always, before he killed them, he called them monkeys.
He called them monkeys. Oh, you gotta think, who else? Toby Rama.
Oh, Toby Rama, he hate the Uchihas. That's racist. I don't like that. A lot of people don't like him just because they think he racist.
A lot of people say he's not racist, though.
Who said he wasn't?
Is he racist?
Technically, because he wanted to only kill the Uchiha clan because he felt like they were a threat.
That's
not what that sound like.
That's kind of
yeah, that's kind of racist. Even though I do like Toby Rama, yeah, he clean and he a reason why a lot of them have the jutsus that they have, but that's racist. Toby Rama, that's racist.
But let us know who y'all think is the most racist anime character.
Frieza for now.
Frieza and that monkey. That's his favorite word.
Let's not keep saying that before we get demonetized.
Hey, you too. We just it's just a conversation.
Whoa,
you know?
I was gonna say we talking about the animal, but what if they be like, you're dead?
Yeah.
Let's cut that out.
Let's move on from this. Yeah. Anything else? I know you still got your hot take.
I actually don't have anything I want to talk about, but I do have my hot take ready. Are you ready for it?
Bree's hot take of the week.
Okay. My hot take of the week is, we were referencing Devilman Crybaby earlier because of the people that's making a new series.
Dan.
That reminded me, and I'll say this, I think it's an unpopular opinion, but I don't know. But my hot take is Devilman Crybaby was not a good anime. That anime was just not good. I know a lot of people liked it, and they felt so sad for the ending of it because all that crazy stuff happened and the deaths. It was just goofy. I don't know. It was goofy. Like, I tried to get into it because I like darker themed anime, and then to see the ending, like everybody just, spoiler alert.
You already said it by now.
Did I?
Yeah.
I already did, for real.
Yeah, you said everybody dying, and I'm gonna put spoiler alert before you put it into your hot take.
I am so sorry.
That's gonna be a staple on for the YouTube watchers. That's gonna be a staple. Yeah. And if you're watching through podcasts, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Dang, I didn't even mean to say that. But yes, the fact that, spoiler alert, everybody just died out of nowhere at the end, and the white angel guy was the mastermind all along. Like, that was whack. I don't know. I did not enjoy it, and I will not be watching it again to see if I re-enjoy it.
And I was just about to say, like, we watched this a while ago, So I was gonna say maybe we got to potentially watch it again.
We watched this like
I feel
2022 or 2021.
When
did it come out?
2020 or 2021.
Oh.
I will say this. I think the most interesting part, or the interesting thing about that anime, was the animation. Animation was actually really unique from a lot of anime that I've seen.
That running scene was ugly.
That running scene was nasty.
Ugh.
That running scene was gross.
Didn't he have a, not to be non-PG, but didn't he have a little animation where he was
I don't even
taking care of himself, and it was on some crazy.
I don't even remember. I don't even know what you're cooking up right there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want us to,
But that's interesting. I don't see that many people talk about Devilman like that no more.
Not anymore, but when they did, people were saying it was oh so good. That's why we wanted to watch it, because it was like, oh, everybody talking about this anime and saying it was good and all. And I saw people sad about the ending and stuff. I keep sounding crazy. I was about to say I actually enjoyed
you in this. I don't know what you call this, but
no, it was satisfying to see some of them die.
Satisfying is crazy. Satisfying is nuts. You sound nuts. First, Aaron. What else did you say? You said, we that never happened, y'all.
Let's just.
She under mind control. Yeah.
Whoa.
This not her talking. This the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just being honest, man. It wasn't as sad as people thought. It I really did like the ending because of the deaths, but that's about it. It was nothing. Yikes. And Cena, I actually didn't like seeing the main character die because that was so weak. To the angel guy, yeah, like that was weak. I ain't like it. But they did say it was some underlining meaning and things like that that I just don't care about. So. Yeah, I just don't care. I'm not gonna look at it again.
But
I hope Dan go be better though.
Dan. That's gonna be, it's gonna be annoying to Dan. That remind me of Doro or
Durarara. I don't like that.
That's a nasty name.
Dan.
It's nasty.
Dirty Dan. That shit. I mean, ooh.
Hey, the PG went out the window. But
yeah.
We also got to do our anime of the week. I forgot our anime of the week. So
I'm excited, man.
You went first for the first time. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Anime of the week. I'm gonna have to go with Jujutsu. Jujutsu is my anime of the week. I know, was Jujutsu yours last week?
Yes.
We double it down. I know y'all y'all gotta be tired of hearing Jujutsu.
Jujutsu is your favorite anime. I knew it.
Jujutsu is not my favorite, but it has been something that's been very interesting to me. I haven't been this invested into an anime for a long time. I think the last time I really invested into an anime like this was My Hero. My Hero. Why you give me that? Why are you doing that look? What's wrong with My Hero Academia?
Nothing.
I don't like that.
Nothing
look.
is wrong with it.
But if I wasn't going on that road of Jujutsu, if y'all are tired of hearing Jujutsu, I'd probably say another anime I want to shout out to Food Wars. I feel like nobody talks about Food Wars like that. Food Wars, I love Food Wars. I love food. To see an anime about cooking, I like to cook and everything. I love me some Food Wars. I know it gets a bad rap for people moaning when they eat food and whatever, if their clothes ripping off. It's more than that. It's clean. It's a clean, like, it's so well executed to me. So shout out to Food Wars. I feel like put respect on Food Wars.
I thought we were shouting out anime that we actually watched this week. We just shouting out anything?
Anime of the week, whatever.
Oh, well, that's why I was confused. I said Food Wars. I don't remember you watch. Okay, well, not to call you out. I already called you out. I'm sorry. But for me, personally, Spy Family, like we said, or like you said earlier, we just started watching Spy Family again. And that is one of the very few wholesome anime that I actually enjoy. It's just cute. Anya cute. We finally and I know we late because the whole new season now is ongoing, but we on the part with the dog in there. He be borfing.
Borf. That's so ugly. Borf. Why he say it like that?
The grown man. We saw flexing dogs and all that. I love it. It's a breath of fresh air from all the. I was about to say demonic.
Hey, you and these dark demons in the anime and stuff. You've been watching too many dark anime.
It's a breath of fresh air from all the darker, bad anime. It's a nice, change to watch Jujutsu, then watch that. Yeah.
That's the end of the anime talk. I do want to talk about something, or two things I'll say. There are two things I want to talk about. Aren't necessarily anime or related, I should say. I kind of want to do this with the podcast, throw in a few topics here and there. Just because, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can, so why not?
So, there's a new movie. I just recently watched the second one, but there's a new movie that was just announced. The Sonic 3 movie was announced. I know they're going to have Shadow in it, and I'm actually looking forward to that because Shadow is actually really clean. Shadow's probably my favorite character in the Sonic universe.
Trying to be like me. So.
What?
Shadow.
I'd probably either say Shadow or Sonic himself. I feel like those are two really cool characters. I'd probably say third is probably Knuckles. Knuckles cool too.
I say
Knuckles
Shadow.
Are silver. Knuckles are silver. Shadow.
Shadow and Tails for me. I love Tails.
Tails
Tails
cool.
so cute.
Tails cool.
I love cute characters.
But again, another one of those movies where it's like live action and everybody dipping into the live action stuff. I know they're talking about doing a Legend of Zelda live action movie and a Minecraft live action movie with Jason Momoa. Could you imagine?
I forgot about that.
That's like a Jason Momoa Minecraft
that's
movie.
That's gonna be so goofy.
Like that's
gonna be so ugly. But I like Jason Momoa though.
Creeper IRL.
Imagine Jason Momoa.
Why do you say it like that?
That
was awkward. Imagine Jason Momoa, and then nothing after. Why didn't you say imagine Jason Momoa as Steve? Imagine Jason Momoa fighting the Ender Dragon.
Because don't nobody care about all that. It's Minecraft. Don't nobody care about that.
That's the main intricate parts of Minecraft.
But the main point is...
She don't even like Minecraft, so I don't know why she haven't really that much of an intake on it. But a Minecraft movie is very interesting.
That sound lame.
Legend of Zelda movie. And then I feel like with the Legend of Zelda movie, they're just capitalizing off of like everything that happened with the Mario movie. Yeah. And it makes sense. The Mario movie was very, very, very successful.
It was nice. It was cool.
I could definitely see Nintendo getting into the movie, stratosphere.
They want that bread.
Nintendo go stay with bread.
They stay with bread for years.
They go stay with bread. And then another thing I also wanted to talk about, more of our video gaming thing. GTA 6. We're actually going to be getting a trailer to GTA 6. I think this Tuesday, actually.
You know how to get me turned up, don't you?
Okay.
You know how long I've been waiting for GTA? Me and my friends have been waiting for GTA 6. Like, literally since I was in high school, since we were like 13. I'm literally about to be 24 next year. My friend texted me earlier, side note. It said, this game not coming out. This game's not coming out. Fate. It's not coming out.
Okay, if we're getting a teaser trailer and it's coming from Rockstar themselves, I think the tweet had like a million plus likes on it. They got to be giving us something.
The game not coming out to 2023. Okay. I mean, not 2023. The game not coming out to 2033. You heard it here first. It's not coming out. They go lie. They go cap. They go show you all this stuff to distract you. First of all, it hasn't came out all this time because they wanted to milk the children out them shark cards. The children still play the game. Y'all need to stop playing the game so they can release a new one.
You are passionate about this.
Yes, because I've been turned up about this for years. Me and my friend. Like, I've been waiting for a long time. So if y'all stop buying the shark cards, they're going to be like, oh, wow, y'all must want to see another game that we've been developing for years. Y'all have the money and the people to develop the game, but y'all not doing it. So I guess they capping it saying they go do it now. So they go act like they go put it out. They go give a date. Then they go delay it for like 2 or 3 years. And then it's going to come out. Then it's going to break on the first day. And
break
then
is crazy.
You won't be able to play it for a full week.
It's crazy? People... I feel like, and no, I'm not calling you out, but I'm calling you out at the same time. I feel like you could have these takes and you still go buy it day one.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it day one because it's gonna be broken. You're not gonna be able, except for the story mode. You ain't gonna be able to. I'm gonna watch somebody play it because I was gonna do that with Cyberpunk. I was gonna buy it because I thought the concept was cool. I'm so glad I ain't buy it. That would have been a waste. Oh, I just tricked. Because I could talk about gaming because that triggered me about Watch Dogs. I thought that game was going to be good. I bought it full price.
Yikes.
That game was so boring. I don't even. It's gotta be one of the most boring games I ever played in my life. I saw Dashi playing it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go play this right now. $60. I tried to return it. I don't even think they like 10 bones if that.
Even GameStop knew it was bad.
It was no point. That's why I kept it, because it was no point of returning it at that point, because they wasn't gonna give me nothing for it. So I just kept it and never touched it again. Man, the disappointment. That's why I never buy games fresh.
Yo.
Unless it's like a decision-based game, and I love those, like The Walking Dead. I buy them, fresh. But
that game gave you a traumatic experience.
That game was so traumatic. It was just so boring, and then some of the missions was impossible. I'm like, I'm lowering the difficulty.
Damn.
And I rage quit. I'm not gonna lie, and I never turned it back on. Mm-mm. I never watched the ending either. I don't know what happened. And it's been years. I don't know.
Oh man, that's bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to end up the podcast, on some Watch Dogs rage.
Yeah, man, because I don't want to go on a tangent at all the games that disappointed me, man.
And some games that disappointed me too, but we not gonna get into that. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for listening and watching. We're definitely gonna be back next week. Regular schedule. I know, again, this is going up on Saturday morning, just because we have some things to do. But next week we're gonna record on Wednesday. We're gonna drop the episode for y'all on Friday. Some more things to talk about. Had a really good time this episode. A lot of fun with this episode. So hopefully y'all enjoy it as well. If y'all have any anime suggestions y'all want to leave for us, leave those down in the little link in the description below. Follow us on all socials. We've been posting TikToks and shorts. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the shorts. But we've been uploading on TikTok and Instagram, so make sure you follow those as well. We mentioned this in the first episode, first podcast.
Yes.
How we wanted to translate it over to like Spotify podcasts and Apple Podcasts. We'll probably do that after the third episode, just so we could get things rolling, and get things up and going. So you guys can also be looking out for that. We'll let you know when we actually make those. But any closing words before we hop up out of here?
I had a lot of fun. A lot of sticky discussions. Once again, everything opinion based. Y'all don't have to get on us in the comments. But if you want to, we'll listen. We'll listen to you and most likely not agree. But we can agree to disagree, and that's okay. This is all a lot of fun, y'all. Don't take it too seriously. We just having fun around here. So we appreciate the people that do actually take time to watch the podcast. I hope you guys get to know us a little bit more. And we just here to have a good time and talk about things that we like. So I'm glad that we finally able to do this now, and we just want to see where it takes us. So I'm really excited.
Definitely. Just really looking forward to it, like you said. But we're gonna end it off here.
Yes.
From Anything Anime. We'll see you guys.